Oh boy, Happy New Year, Merry Christmas. It's definitely a little late, but you know, that's just how it goes, guys. I went back home to Dallas over the break, you know, spent some time with high school friends, just caught up with a lot of people, spent time with my family because my brother was in town from San Francisco, so I cannot be trusted to upload videos during that time because, yeah, I'm just like focused on living the lives. But over here, this video is going to go through pretty much leading up to the most I've ever done without the knee sleeves and weighing at this low of a weight. This day right here, it was leading up. This is still squat 6, which means, you know, sets of 6. I was going for 4 sets of 6 of 280 pounds. And normally I'd be a little afraid to do this by myself at the gym, you know, when there's no spot or whatever. Because normally Josh is, you know, behind me when I'm doing something that's kind of heavy, and I know I'm going to be pushing it a little bit just because of the mental fatigue. And then I lose, I don't know, I mean, obviously when you're doing more reps, you lose the ability to keep your core tight, and that's like the biggest thing, because once your core goes loose, you know, your abs aren't tight anymore, your whole back alignment's like not just tight, then it's a lot easier to tweak your lower back, you know, get really tight up in there, and then just have the lift kind of suck booty. But this day though, I actually felt pretty good. You can see like those first 2 sets went by pretty well. Let's see here, how's this one going? Oh yes, I'm freaking grunting out there. I'm freaking struggling. Oh, that one looked a little slow. Boom, and I'm just grinding out here because I was really just trying to focus on getting in that mentality where it's like I'm not gonna stop. I'm just gonna finish. I'm gonna finish all the freaking reps, regardless of the loopsters here or not. I'm just gonna finish all the freaking reps, and it's pretty ridiculous. I think at this day, I was 157.2 pounds going for 280 for 6, which is very good for me. So, because at my heaviest, okay, when I weighed heaviest, I was like 270. And then, whoa, not 200. I was 175 pounds. And that time, you know, back in Japan, I was using, or in Japan, I was like 170 at the time, I think. But I was using, you know, like knee sleeves and everything. And I was doing low bar. So that increases the weight that you can do. And I never did like anything like, I mean, maybe I did a weight around this, but you know, with the knee sleeves, which definitely help, and then doing low bar, which definitely helps add on the weight. You know, just being able to do this with high bar and no knee sleeves, it feels pretty good. All right, so now here it is. This is kind of a moment of truth day with the loopster over here. This is let me make sure though. I don't want to lie to anybody. Yeah, this is 4s. Okay, so on this day, you know, normally we go up the weight, right? So I'm going for 290 for sets of 4. All right, and so typically, you know, I'll be going for 4 sets or something like that, right? And so I knew it was gonna be a grind because 290 is pretty heavy for me. Okay, and sets of 4, it's pretty rough. This was on a freaking school day too. So yeah. And it's pretty cool. There's not that many people in it. That guy in the very back, you see that huge guy in the very back with the pink shirt? That's the owner of this gym called Dubs Barbell Club. And, you know, it's mainly like a powerlifting kind of gym, but there's a lot of kind of people that go here, you know, CrossFit classes, all that kind of stuff. But the environment's really nice because everyone's there just helping each other out. And that guy in the back over there, Mr. Dub, or Justin, I guess, he's like in between the sets. You don't see it here, but he was like going to the other guy and giving the other guy, they see the guy in the blue shorts and the red shirt, giving him tips about squatting and how he can like make it more effective and everything. And you know, I would listen in as well and just see what he has to say. And I actually applied it towards the end, you know, so, and it's also pretty troll because I thought I was going for 4 sets, right? And I already knew I was in for a grind, and you can see that I'm getting it pretty well though, so not bad. Oh, boom. This bar path's pretty, oh, that one's a little sketchy. See how the fourth rep goes. Got it. That's all that matters. So anyways, you know, I'm over here grinding it out and like thinking, okay, this is set number 4 right here. Set number 4, I'm about to blow it all out the tank, you know what I mean? And I'll be done. Yes, sir. Woohoo. Okay, but after the set, Josh is like, we're doing 6 sets. And I was like, what the heck? 6 sets? Why did you tell me at the beginning? And so, you know, I had to push a little bit more and squeak out 2 more sets of 290 for 4, which is, like I said, very big for me. But in between the sets or whatever, the Justin, the owner, right? He was giving some tips and saying like, you know, you should definitely keep your back tight. Okay, that we already know. Use your glutes to fire out of the bottom. Okay, that I kind of know, but sometimes I just don't think about it, or it just doesn't happen as much as it should. And then another thing that was interesting is he's talking about gripping the ground with your feet, like gripping the ground with your toes and like the outer edge of your feet. Obviously, it's a little different because you're not gripping the ground when you're using raised shoes like I am, but you're gripping your shoe. So I did that, and it actually felt like it helped. But it's just really helpful with, you know, people there like Josh being behind you, people that are more experienced than you in whatever you're doing, because you know, I can do bodybuilding. That's just, you know, feeling your muscles contracting and squeezing. But when it comes to powerlifting, there's a lot of technical aspects involved that'll make you just lift better. And the point of doing this in the first place is because the more weight you lift, right, theoretically, the bigger you're gonna get, the bigger your muscles are gonna get. So you can hear, yeah, you can hear Justin in the background yelling about squeezing the glutes. All right, so I'm currently outside of Dove's Barbell Club, and this thing's not focusing. All right, so today we're going up to Josh suggested 295. Last time was 290 for 6 sets of 4. I've lost a whole pound since then, so I'm at 156 pounds now. Last week I was 157, actually a little higher. But so we're gonna go for 295 today. So currently warming up the sets. I'm doing my 255 pound just for a single, then 275 for a single, 285 single, and then we're gonna try 295 for sets of 4. Hopefully I don't kill myself. All right, so this day was going even heavier than last time, so this is gonna be a struggle, and it was really cold, so my legs like did not feel warmed up. Over here you see me doing warm-up sets, and I just felt like stiff. Not even stiff from muscles being tight necessarily, or I guess, but it's just because it's so freaking cold now. But anyways, hey, check out that guy right there benching 400 freaking pounds. What the heck? That guy's giant. New guy here, and now I think he's working there, because I don't go to this place like very consistently. I just go when Josh invites me to work out together. But yeah, like the guy's working here apparently, freaking huge, lifting ridiculous. I think his name's the Forsaken Warrior, or something like that. I think that's what it is. But he has a YouTube channel as well, and that guy's ridiculous. Just 400. Watching someone bench 400 pounds, it's just like wow. Oof. All right, so the warm-up sets. The first 275 didn't feel that good. I felt like off balance a little bit. Like one of my legs was activating more than the other. Then I went to 285 for a single, and same thing happened. Felt a little unbalanced, but it was the other leg this time that I felt activated more. So then Josh had me go back down 275, do a single, and it felt a lot better. And you can see that one. And then we did 285 for a single, like right after the 275, and that one felt a lot better as well. Then we did 295, which is that last clip, and it felt a little slow in the middle, but then I shot up. So there's just one point, I think right out of the bottom, I tend to not push back the weight, and so I end up folding over a little bit, which makes me stall. So I gotta remember these things. It's kind of hard to remember everything while I'm holding like this weight that I have never handled before, especially at this body weight. So next I'm gonna try for 4 reps. A little anxious for this one. Here's 295, going for 4. I'm putting my life in Josh's hands. So here comes the first set. Now something that's a little, kind of threw me off a little bit was the music was so freaking loud, and it was like, I don't know how you describe that, like rock, I guess, or old school rock. I don't know how you describe that music, but yeah, you can kind of hear it, right? It's, for me, that's a little distracting because that doesn't get me hyped at all. I'm just like, this is really noisy, and yeah. Like, typically I listen to like EDM and stuff because it gets you a little hyped, has some rhythm into it, you know what I'm saying? Feels pretty good. It's about that time. Time for round 2. Alright, so I'm just gonna let the rest of the video play because I actually talked to the camera and like kind of gave you my thoughts and stuff in between the sets on this day. But here's set number 2 though. Oof. Oh yeah. Actually, it felt better than maybe the first one even. But you can see like the bar. Let's see. Let's make sure. Boom. Yeah, the bar is like pretty straight. I was doing pretty good. Like even though I was struggling getting out of like. There's like a certain section where I kind of freeze a little bit, you know, that's always the hard part for me, and I got to remember to use my glutes, but even though that's happening, I'm keeping the bar pretty straight, staying pretty straight up, so that's pretty nice. Didn't look at that one yet, but I felt like I was gonna die. Possibly the last set of 295 right here, boys and girls. All right, let's try to get a good one. Alright, well, instead of backing off, we're actually going to increase the weight to 305, but I'm just going to hit singles. So, you know, this is going to be interesting. Kind of paused for a little bit, but honestly stayed pretty upright. Probably can't hear a word I'm saying, but it felt not too bad.